job in communicating what it does. We address disinformation that presents a security threat to the homeland. Our work does not infringe on free speech.
Okay, so
does not infringe on civil rights, civil liberties. It's not about speech.
Well,
it's about the connectivity to violence.
Is that all? Well, DHS Secretary Mayorkas yesterday defending the administration's new Disinformation Governance Board from critics accusing them, the administration, of trying to stifle free speech before the midterms.
Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich is the author of an upcoming book. It's called Defeating Big Government Socialism, and he joins us now to react. Good morning to you, Newt.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing well. So he was saying, I wish that I had explained it better. And then he went on the Sunday shows to try to explain it. But we were saying this morning, if it's about violence, stopping violence on social media, why not call it the Anti-Violence Board, the Disinformation Board that's launched the same week that that Musk buys Twitter? It just seems suspicious.
Look, I think, first of all, this is a good example of big government socialism at work. This is a censorship board. Now, the First Amendment of the Constitution says you can't make any law that affects free speech. So Mayorkas, who I think should be impeached immediately, and the board should be defunded immediately, Mayorkas is essentially explaining that they're going to break the Constitution, exercise censorship, and that's what it is, censorship, and we're supposed to trust their appointees, who are all left-wingers, to be fair and neutral. This is nonsense. I mean, these people are crazy. And I think we need to understand what they're trying to do is a total violation of the American Constitution. By the way, by a man who admitted to Jim Jones the other day, Congressman Jones, or Jordan rather, Jim Jordan, that he didn't know how many terrorists had actually made it in the U.S., where they were, what was happening with them. So his real job to protect the American people is not being done, while his new job to censor you and me is being done.
Not to mention, Mr. Speaker, he was asked how many cases, he says the number one threat to America domestically is white nationalism and domestic terrorism. He was asked by Greg Steube to name one case that's been referred. He could not name one as well. So what does it tell you? What are the real priorities of DHS? We talk about the border being wide open. They say it's closed. We talk about this new Disinformation Board. What do they think their mission is right now?
Well, Pete, I mean, first of all, I keep using certain words deliberately. When somebody says to you, the border is closed, and you watch the footage on Fox and every other network of hundreds of people at a time crossing the Rio Grande, you're dealing with a person who is either a total liar, which in this administration is plausible, or a person who's absolutely delusional, out of touch with reality. But in either case, they shouldn't be in the cabinet. I mean, how can you have a DHS secretary who says with a straight face the border is closed, as you and I are being told that if they drop Title 42, there are going to be 19,000 people a day. That's the city of Atlanta every month coming in. This kind of stuff, I cannot overstate this. This is not about ideology. This is about mental illness. This is about people who are crazy and they're out of touch with reality. And I think that we need to recognize that people have got to take control back.
Right.
And insist on people who have some touch with reality.
Mr. Speaker, let's talk a little bit about